Hello. I just decided to show you that it's possible to have a garden when you live in downtown or in such area where is not too much of the good soil. So this is my fig tree and it's just the flower, not from it. It's gonna grow up as a tree. So it's gonna grow wide and high. Here is my tomato plant. I have a lot. This is just like a single one. Look how many tomatoes. Next to the kids slide. And here is zucchini plant. Actually a lot of those. And look, I wasn't outside for the last couple days because we had a bad weather. And look how huge zucchini is. It starts over here and it goes up to there. And here is my cucumbers. A lot of cucumbers. And I also have zucchini over here behind them. You see? They need a lot of space and a lot of sun. So oh, here is one strange cucumber. And from the window, this is the regular, cucumber. Oh my gosh, yes, what I wanted to show you, this one. It's when you forget to check your cucumbers for a couple days. That's how fast they grow and that big. So they like to hide. Look how huge. All of these are tomato plants. Yes, they are very tall and every year they are so tall. I don't know what's going on. And if we will look inside, there is some tomatoes, green, and oh my gosh, I have to pick up all of those today because they will fall, or we have bunnies, they like to eat those. Look how cool. Oh, it's a big one. So this is from the side of our house. We found a little bit of land and we planted. Here is another space for cucumbers. You see, it's a little bit broken. Those poles and ropes, because we had a huge storm over here, huge wind and rain. It was pouring, so. But here is new set of cucumbers. This is the youngest one from what I planted, so I planted it recently. And here is a huge tomato plant. It's just one plant. And it grows so big. And that is eaten by something. I guess a bunny could reach it. There is also another 4 plants of tomatoes. And because of the storm, they actually fell. It was terrible. They actually fell with the tomatoes on those. And I was really upset. And look whom I have over here. Oh my gosh, I'm afraid of her. Here I have the blackcurrant, which is really rich in vitamin C. It's just the first year, so and the tomato plant fell on it, so it doesn't look good, but next year I'm hoping it's gonna grow very large. And here we go. You see, I have a fence from the neighbors over here, so it's not a big too much of the land. But here is my raspberries. And we have a lot of green bugs. They just eating it, the leaves, I mean. The same, the tomato plant fell on it, so it looks strange. This is another fig tree, but it grows like a bush, not like the other one as a tree. So every year it starts from the bottom. All of these branches will be dead by the winter, and it starts every year from the bottom, new branches, which is kind of strange, but it's okay. And let me show you the actual yummy figs. They will be ready by September, I guess. You see how cool they are? So it's huge. Here I have some parsley and yellow raspberry and the blueberry bush. I did plant it with the blueberries. I got it from Costco and it was so good, but it's not healthy to plant the edible bushes with edible stuff on it when the berries are on it, because it will be sick. So right now it's just like surviving. And this is another tree. It's supposed to give persimmons and it was blooming this year, but unfortunately we don't have the persimmons. Maybe next year. And I have this dill. It's a dry one. I'm on purpose don't touch it because next year it will self-grow on this area, which is kind of cool. And I have new one over here. It's too sunny outside, so I have to come here and, you know, just fix it. We did try to put potatoes. It didn't work. So this is the leftovers from the last year, and 2 years ago we also planted potatoes. For some reason it doesn't grow in this area. So, and here is another place for the zucchini because I'm canning those. And you see it's too hot in Maryland, so it's just terribly hot. And here is some cucumbers. Look at those two big ones. Here is one. Because it's so high, I don't want to take the ladder to pick it up. And here is another one. So probably I will leave these ones for the here is more and a little bit more zucchini. Yes, and with the cucumbers I'm gonna probably leave them up there until they will be yellow, and I will collect some seeds if they're gonna be good. So pretty much this is my pretty big garden, which I'm happy with because I'm canning and we're eating a lot in summertime and we're sharing with friends and family. And for the soil, I did want to mention it's a lot of land, I mean, to buy the soil. So we usually go to the landfill for the compost, which is great because it's look how black is that, because actually we have here like brown clay or something, and we put a lot of pickup trucks. This year we brought just one. Last year we unloaded 2 pickup trucks for this soil, so they will have nutritious. Though we also use the special veggie food for the plants, which really helps. Yep. And our cucumbers grows up because we don't have space. Usually people leave them on the ground and they just like spread around, but because we don't have space, we have, oh my gosh, the bees flying or something. I hope you're inspired for the next year to have the little garden in your area. It's really tasty to have your own.